I was supposed to come, so I just showed up.
Well, I noticed you said you got Student of the Month once, or at least having the words to
In Hackley, when they, I was last class and got buried in first in Hackley. And I got Student of the Month over there. And all
So-
the teachers helped me.
What's changed from then to now?
I was putting out tournaments. That kind of part of it. If I was over at the high school, I don't think I ended up with as many citations and arrests as I did over here.
Okay.
But other than that, like, I guess just the motivation. I'm still motivated to do what I want to do and what people want me to do. It's just like the getting that start right there. The hardest part for me is starting sometimes. But once I get started, I can continue on.
You've just identified your weakness.
And I would agree with that.
So you're a procrastinator.
Yeah.
That's your weakness.
That's your weakness, okay? And, because you're right, you just summed it up right there. Because if you'll get started, then you're fine, okay? So since that is your weakness, how are you gonna account for that if you're hired as the CEO when there's gonna be deadlines? Because you're gonna hit the ground running. For example, tomorrow, we've already got a project that's gonna be kicking off, and you're gonna be, if you're the CEO, you're gonna have to start running right then.
Well, being put in a position like that high, or when it makes it sound like that high, because it is CEO, that would motivate me a lot. You know, that'd give me something to come to school for and make me feel good about it, because it's a good title that I can put my reputation against. So that's what my grandpa always told me. He said, "You carry the Kobayaka name, so I want you to make it a good name. You know, I want people to look good about you instead of look bad." So I think being entitled with that position, I would be a lot more motivated, and I think that's what would keep me going.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
be able to kick it off from there.
I have a question, and I haven't really had you in class, 1 week, okay? You said it's school that you have a hard time. I have never seen a job that didn't have some type of workshop, some type of learning, some type of skill. Like, what do you know about making Christmas wreaths?
I've never really actually sat down and made one,
Okay,
but
so,
I think I could come up with a pretty cool looking one if you put me down to it.
but what if you had to sit through a little bit of workshop?
So,
Is
like,
that
what
gonna
kind of
bore
making-
you?
Oh, well, building, when it comes to building construction, I've built $2.4 million houses. So I think that'd be pretty easy for me, you know, to be able to sit down and someone show me, you know, how to like weave the wreath or put the decorations on, or how, you know, make the shape itself. I think I'd be able to do that and perform pretty well on it.
So you've already got an idea in your head on how to construct the wreath.
Yeah.
You are the first person we've interviewed that already attacked the actual production.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna say that you are the only person who has done that.
So, and I know you expressed this earlier, that the reason you have no problem going to work and being motivated is because they're paying you. Okay? This job, the CEO job, will not be paying cash because legally we can't do that.
Yeah.
You will be getting credit. First of all, you can get some extra school credit, get that extra degree, but you'll also be giving credit where you can get prizes or something like that. So if cash is not the motivator here, why are you gonna wanna do this and make the effort? Because you're not getting paid for it.
I think the answer to that question would be because I like to pull the produce section up, you know, and make it look good, like make it hit the school newspaper or the town's newspaper, you know, so they have something to look at to be able to say, oh, well, got very, you know, I mean, they got a lot of bad kids over there, but look, they got this good program right here, then they got, you know, the greenhouse and everything. So that'll give you guys a pretty good look from other things. And, you know, just really just being, I kind of like having a little bit of power, you know. You know, everyone likes power, you know, but I'm not necessarily saying, you know, like, I want to be, like, in charge, head control, you know, tell everyone what to do, but just put me in a position like that to where I can perform and still be able to, I kind of got stumped on that.
That's right, you asked
I
the
lost
question.
What's your train
You're
of
fine.
thought?
You-
Okay, so
You
let's
do well.
Let's say, because I hear what you're saying, I like what you're saying, but what if Okay, you decide, because you're CEO, you decide, all right, we're gonna grow some lettuce, some carrots, we're gonna, I don't know, you create this plan, and it fails.
Uh,
You like to look good, you like that power. What do you do? What do you do when there's failure in the business? Because there will be some failure.
Yeah, there'll be their ups and downs, but I think if one of our routes don't go how we all planned it out, or what we thought it was gonna make, always, failing on that mission would always be a learning experience right there. It'd be, learning how to cope with what I did wrong to make it fail, and what I could do better to make it more, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, let's suppose you're hiring your staff, your managers, and your best friend interviews, and I don't know who that would be, and someone you don't like interviews. Deep down, the guy you don't like, or the girl, is who you know you need to hire. They would be the best fit.
Yeah.
How are you gonna handle that, and your best friend gets mad at you?
If my best friend gets mad at me over a school job, then that's kind of silly, honestly, because, yeah, we're friends, but I'm not supposed to just pick him out of the crowd to be my right-hand man. I want to find people that's got the right skills to fit the job, to just prove that they're motivated to it. And, just kind of knowing, kind of being here at the school, it kind of gives you a good understanding of kids in general. I do got some that I wouldn't pick, but,
First one said that, right at the back,
I
too.
know, yeah.
I'm with you.
yeah, when it comes down to it, I wouldn't just pick and choose over who I've hung out with longer. I would find that I want them to show me that they're motivated to do and potential.
One of the challenges of this job, or any job that you get with produce company, is that you're gonna be out of class doing work, because the work has to get done. And you'll get some school credit for it, maybe an extra class you get credit for, pass or fail type thing. But you're still gonna have to maintain your work in those other classes, okay? That's a challenge for you right now, I know, okay? How are you gonna, what are you gonna do so that you can continue to succeed your classes when you're out of those classes and that work still needs to be done, and so you can do the work of the company?
I've been thinking about that before you even brought that up. I've been thinking about that for about a week or two now, because I seen my progress report, and I knew when I got home, my dad was gonna beat me like a horse, man. But, we all sat down, we had to talk about it, and they was like, bring your work home, if I don't know it, we'll do our best to be able to get it done. Because my grandma, she's pretty smart with math and science and cooking, and my dad's pretty good with math and like framing and stuff like that. And my grandpa, he's got his smarts on history and everything. So I believe just going to the teacher and getting that stack makeup work that usually that big, for me, and bringing it home to my family and just sitting down and actually doing it instead of just going home without anything.
Okay.
I think that'd be a way of improving it.
All right, here's the thing you need to know. In order to get a job with the company, your grades have to come up. So you get, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I gotta get this art class up so I can graduate anyway, so I gotta get all my classes up.
So what I would encourage you is take that plan, you just communicate it to us. Start today. Your weakness is that you don't want to, you have a plan, institute it,
Yes, sir.
okay? Because, I'll be honest, the grades right now is the struggle we have.
Yeah.
We can't offer you a position if you're not passing your classes,
Yeah, I understand that completely.
all right? So even if we have to pass you on this position because of your grades, we've got more positions coming up that we need to hire in the next few weeks.
And let's say this, every hire that's made right now doesn't mean it sticks. We have a job as a board of directors. If we see someone's not doing their job, we don't want the company to fail, we'll remove them. This is like a real company. You know, I mean, with the Education Foundation, if I don't produce, they're gonna find somebody else. That's what we'll do. We'll find someone else. So, if you're working on your grades right now, you don't get hired, it doesn't mean you won't ever be in that position. You see what I'm saying? And that's a real life skill.
You gotta make the cut to get the pay.
That's right.
Exactly.
And you're talking about doing
You are very capable.
that.
Now,
Equally, yeah.
do you have any questions for us concerning the company, the job?
Yeah, where are we gonna be growing everything?
Okay, excellent question.
That is a
All right, and first student that's actually asked one, so thank you.
Your communication skills are
They're
incredible.
excellent.
Yes, sorry.
Mhm.
You're
Being
gonna-
able to express yourself.
You're gonna have a couple
It's-
places you're gonna grow them. Obviously, the greenhouse in the wintertime. And then we've got some growing boxes out here. One of the things that may be coming down the pipe is a tiller or something like that.
Is it what?
A tiller,
Oh,
so we can expand,
I
okay?
got a tiller at my house if you need one.
Okay. Well, yeah, well, here's the thing, as a manager or CEO, that'll be up to you to work out with Mr. Kincaid to see what the needs of the school are and balance the needs of the company versus the school. So we've got some areas that are already being used, and you know those areas. And then there's some areas that may be future development, and then that may be up to you and your team to kind of say, all right, we would really like to be out here because there's more sunlight.
Yeah, like that, a while back, before I got to the school, you guys had that one outside on the
We got a
playground.
garden.
That had the fence up around it and everything. I think that would be nice to bring that back during like the springtime and everything, because that was a great spot for sunlight. You know, there's a couple trees, but other than that, it's direct sunlight. And you
So-
can build up the ground around it so it don't wash out and everything.
So the challenge, that would be something, as a manager, that you, we wouldn't be part of that decision. That would be something your team and you would work on with the property owner, in this case represented by Mr. Kincaid in the school. That you would come up with. We'd have the resources already in place that you're using, but to expand, yes, that's something that you would have to look at doing. Or if there's ways to do it better.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah. This would
You
be
guys
our
aren't
baby.
really going to have,
You're gonna run this.
right, yeah. I mean, this is really going to be a place that you can put your ideas in action.
Yeah,
And you'll learn a lot about yourself where you really belong in a company. You will learn that about yourself.
Oh, and you're already.
What about finances? The financial aspect of the business?
well,
Your family has some businesses, Kobialka and Company, and you don't have it on here, but you told me they also had a catering business.
yeah,
So I know you've seen several areas of a business. Have you
like a
done
Cisco.
anything in the finance or seen anything in the finance for the business side?
We ordered from Cisco, from this guy named Brent, and he's been with us for about 5 or 6 years now. And like, I'm not the one that got down on the computer and typed it up and said, this is what I want and everything. But I have talked to him and received deliveries from him and told him things that we might need for like the next day, because like unexpected, in catering sometimes, you know, everything will be going great. And then this, you know, our batch of rolls right here. One year, we put our pans too close together, and when they proofed, they just smushed everything. So we had to,
Done that.
last minute,
You just
I've
bought
done
it.
that.
so last minute decisions was Hawaiian rolls, and we went out and bought some Hawaiian rolls. So that was working around the bush when one could
Good.
the other. But other than that, like, I've done receipts and everything, but I haven't really like sat down and like took one of the little charts, the Excel charts, and like mapped everything out and percentages.
Would you be
Knows
willing
what
to
an
take a
Excel
little
chart
time
is.
to learn some
Yeah,
Excel?
I'd love to learn that.
He knew what it was.
He
I
knew.
know.
He
Okay,
knows
but
what
you
an
know
Excel
what?
chart
This is what I love. You said school is not, doesn't motivate you, but you just said, yeah, I'd love to learn about Excel.
Yeah,
There's a whole class on that.
Oh yeah. I got into like almost a piece of it one time, but that was in junior high, and we ended up doing keyboard instead of that. But, yeah, like I got the want to learn, but sometimes sitting here at the school, you know, I feel like the learning aspect of the school, like I'm not dissing on you guys or anything,
Yeah,
but
I figured that
sometimes
way.
like Coach Brewer, I see him as a football coach and not a teacher, because he sits behind his desk and he'll put up 3 problems on the board and tell you to do that and just be quiet and you'll have a good class. If not, he'll sit down and yell at you guys and everything. You know, I mean, that's the football coach part coming out of him. You know, you did this wrong, so I'm gonna tell you about how you did. But on you and Miss Knapp, you guys, you know, you got your things planned out throughout the board, And you just bug the kids to do it, you know, you just, hey, why aren't you doing that, you know? And the kid's sitting there trying to sleep, you know, you wake them up, hey, it's time to do it, you know, like.
So we're
So,
next.
You know, I see how you guys try to get the students to, you know, like, pick up the pace and actually learn something, but at the same time, I'd like it if the teacher would stand up there and, you know, tell me, you know, how this thing works right here, you know, and then how we could possibly make one so we could get a better understanding of this thing.
Sounds like you need purpose to your education.
Yes.
He does need purpose,
And
and he
here's
needs to be
the thing, right.
challenged more.
I want
Then he
you
gets
to
here.
work for our company, okay? I do. But you need to fix the other part to get to this, okay? So that you can fix your grades, okay?
Which is a life lesson. This life lesson right here will do more for you.
And about the school, I agree with you. It is very challenging, teacher, because we're having to constantly say, we're having to fix all those other issues that are out here that have nothing to do with school, so we can do a little bit of school, right? This is an opportunity for your education to jump to here, right? Don't let those roadblocks that are there right now stay there.
Let me say this, Josh, too. I mean, I went to college right out of high school, and then 7 years ago, I decided to go back to college again, okay? I wasn't a classroom teacher. I have a business degree, and I went back and got my teaching degree. So what I hear you say is exactly what I discovered, is that sometimes education that's on business, it has forgotten its purpose, which is to teach kids what they need to know to go to work. This company and the students who work for this company, y'all have the opportunity to change the face of education. You really do, and that's a challenge. And so we have to have kids that have the heart to stick with it, to persevere. You gotta do a little seated work, but you can change what education looks like.
Because there are people looking at this,
Not just for the school.
higher up people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is a one-of-a-kind program that
I mean, if y'all learn what
Even
you're
if the
supposed to
business
learn
fails, but you guys
through
learn.
this project,
this could
you can
expand
change
to other
it
schools.
for your son.
Yeah,
I mean,
want them to grow up like that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's one
serious.
thing, yeah.
Education could look different for your son because of what you do right now.
Yeah, because I got a lot of things that I've enjoyed in my life, but I got a lot of regrets, and I'm still young. And, yeah, I don't want him to be like me. And so it's time for me to start changing my way and buckling down.
So you've got a plan now? You've already told us the plan. You need to start implementing it today so that we can,
How bad are your grades?
I ain't got a 60 in any. Like,
Are they real low though?
Yeah.
I mean, is this something you could get up relatively soon, or?
if
You
I
can get
just,
them up
if I
early.
just sat down and did the work, I'd have.
honestly, it would probably take me the full 2 weeks between now and Christmas to get them up.
What's your tech center grades like?
Right now it's an F, but there was some 2 online things I didn't catch in time, and so they got put in as late. And Paul wanted me to, he said I could either do an essay about the thing I didn't do, about the chapter 6. I could do an essay about it, and he would take that, or I could go out in the shop. And the shop gives you extra bonus points, but also come to Paul and tell him, hey, like, do you need help with this? And or what do you need help with? I can run that for you. And he will also give me points. Like one morning, we had homework printed out for it was the first time it was handed out, and he was like, hey, could you go up to the printer and get all these? Could you log into the Blackboard and print off this many of these, and then this many of these? And I was like, yes, sir. He's like, all right, I'll give you 5 bonus points for each set. I was like, okay, that sounds great. And so, like, the tech center, like, that's where I like it there, you know? That's what gets me up in the morning, you know, just getting out
It's
there.
the seated work, it's the class work, but you gotta do that. How can we help you get those grades up?
If you choose to do the essay
I was
option,
gonna
you
tell
can
you.
bring that to me and I'll give you an English grade for
That'd be 2 for
that.
1. And what's the essay supposed to be on?
It was well, he didn't really give me like a rubric or like a thing, you know, he just gave me
Topic.
2 different options.
What's the topic?
Over Wyden, and I really just, I didn't get online that week to check it out.
Okay. I recommend you do the essay for 2 reasons. One, double credit.
Mhm.
Two, it'll force you to look at yourself and begin to evaluate honestly what I need to do.
What's good and what.
And the sooner you get it done, the better your professor out there at the tech center is
So set a
gonna,
goal.
that's a big deal. I mean, as teachers, sometimes I don't know that students recognize when y'all turn in projects late, then we have work backed up that we have to grade. But we go home and we still have families. We still wanna cook Thanksgiving. You know, we have lives, and so when you back it up, we don't get to have our lives. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
So what you
understand.
does impacts
Was that excluded?
other people. The Blackboard, do you understand how
Is
to
it
use
excluded?
Blackboard?
Yeah, how to get on there and look at my assignments.
Yeah, and how to print out the stuff that he wanted you to print out. So you know how to do that. You're not having issues with the computer.
Yeah.
So can you get that done before Monday?
The homework or the
Yes, sir.
essay?
Everything.
Yeah,
Can you get caught up out there? Because ASU's gonna get, do they get out before we do?
I'm not sure. They haven't
They
said
do.
nothing about that yet. They told me that the tech center and like the regular schools, they don't really affiliate with them. They
Nope.
like, that's where they go, but that's where the other schools go to do that course. But like, they don't run the same schedules or,
No, I think they get out earlier, so you need to jump on that.
That's why you need to have that done by Monday. You
Right.
need to get that class taken care of by Monday.
And then let's work on the other classes here, because I really do want you,
I do too.
I want you in our company. Just right now, we can't do this because we can't cause you to fail your academic courses.
okay. Yes, sir. I understand that because I want to sign up for the fire department in Clark Creek. And I can't do that because I'm on probation. So that's another thing, just get out that paper so I can
Okay?
kind
So
of
you know what
get
you
out there
gotta
and do
do.
what I want to do.
Okay? You know what you gotta do, so do it.
Yes, sir.
Start today. All right?
Okay,
And
your class is in December the 7th.
that's next week,
You got, you.
Friday.
I mean, I would even ask, and I'm stepping out of line here, and your teachers may say no. I would ask your teachers here today, can I get caught up in my welding class today? Could I have and then come back and get caught up in your classes? This is a big deal.
I don't have any more today, so I can't say yes.
It's a big deal, Josh.
Sure, we can make it second. I need something to bring home over the weekend.
Well, your project for me, do it over the weekend.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow when you get here, get a computer, get on your welding class, whatever you gotta
To
do.
write the essay over the
All right.
weekend.
Okay.
So I'll let you have time tomorrow to work on that, whatever class, that essay.
Mm-hmm.
But my class, I'll give you the supplies, take them home and do the project over the weekend. And let's get those stuff on, okay?
Yes, sir.
And you realize you got a support team here.
Yeah.
And before you turn your essay in,
Okay, I'm on my way.
let us proof it
Mm-hmm.
to help you, okay?
Maybe.
All right.
What classes do you have right now?
What class am I in right now?
Mine.
Environmental science?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you have next?
Coach Ridge. And
I would
then-
go ask Coach Brewer if you could sit
What's your
here with the
favorite class?
Chromebook.
It ain't so bad. Honestly, it's.
You just stay there. Get your 3 problems done, then see if he'll let you work on the other stuff.
Seriously, Josh, because you've got people that
Because
will
all he's
help
gonna
you.
give you, get the 3 problems and do it. And then see if he'll let you work on the other stuff,
Yes, sir.
all right?
The 7th is Thursday. I mean, you need to turn it in before the end of the class.
You need to have that essay done by Monday so we can prove it, and then you can send it in Tuesday,
Okay. I think that sounds good right
okay? And then the next 2 weeks here, you need to
there. Yeah, I need to be.
bust it out.
Did you realize classes ended out there next week?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And classes in here.
Hope that creates a little flutter in your heart.
Do you have internet connection
So,
at home?
when the classes, you're saying they end sooner than the school, so do I come here through first through third hour?
Yep.
What would I be doing?
Making up work that you haven't done for the last 9 weeks. Just to be honest with you.
I mean, but that's good, because you can
Yeah,
get it done,
So
and then
yes,
don't
I would
put
say you
yourself
need
in
to
the
come
spot
here.
again.
Okay.
All right, if you want us to help you, because you've blown off, then you need to come here and be here when school starts in the morning. For the first 3 hours, we'll find a place to put you to work, and you need to work, and don't blow it off. And when I say be here, treat it like a job. Work start at 7:50, you be here at 7:50.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Do you have internet at home?
Yes.
Check out a Chromebook and take it home. Write that essay, and you can email it to me over the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can,
Fix.
I'll proofread it.
And you can turn it in
at home.
Monday.
You can turn it
Josh,
Monday.
And I got a
This is
printer
a-
at my house. too,
this is a
so
big deal
after
'cause
everything's accepted, I can go.
Right now, you've got someone else paying your bill out there at the welding center. If you want that class, it's gonna be on you to pay for it.
All those things you wanna do, you gotta do it your own way.
Or automotive, or it's automotive.
Automotive.
Yeah.
And there's just no need in that. I mean,
There
you were
isn't.
so
You're too
capable.
smart.
Yeah.
And right now, you've just got a commitment from people to help you do that before Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Show that you're sincere so that we can hire you.
That sounds
And
good.
so that school will have purpose.
Yeah, 'cause that's, I was talking to Ms. Gatewood yesterday, and I told her there ain't really no purpose for me here, because
Well, there's not a purpose here that you see.
yeah, that
But-
I actually see, but
Right.
she told me things, she told me to come talk to her today, and we can work things out, and talk to the nurse, because she might know something about how she knows a bunch of the medical things, and my medicine keeps getting rejected, and I can't find in the paper why, so she told me to talk to the nurse about that.
Okay,
All right.
follow through with this stuff, okay? We're gonna ask you.
I'll ask you Monday, all right, when I see you, and she'll ask you, and here's the thing, when you get done out there, I'm gonna expect to see you here at 8 o'clock, or, when school starts, so that we can get credit caught up.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You feel excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited, because
Good.
I was excited about this one right here, but it never went nowhere.
Well, it's gonna be part of that, so there's several things, yeah. So, we're hiring a CEO today. You already know the answer on that for you.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna be hiring other positions. So, there's some time here, if you can get your grades up, that you can be considered for those things, so you'll have to reapply. But you're definitely gonna be considered for them, and so you need to get these things fixed so that you can even be considered for the job, okay?
Yes, sir.
And it's just like you said, if I make the cut, then you're always in the running, but you gotta make the cut.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
And to be honest, the only thing keeping you out of the cut this time is all those other grades,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
okay?
Understand?
All right, bud, appreciate it.
Good. I go back to five.
Yeah,
I think you're in my class right now,
Yeah.
and I think Mr. Kincaid has y'all mentioned.
Good.
But if you wanted to get a Chromebook set out there in the comments, I bet he'd
Yeah.
let you.
Hey,
Yeah.
good.
Right here. That is-
sign it out correctly.